Welcome aboard. I'm Captain Jake, and we're back with another episode of Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail. This game was developed by Game Labs and is published by Game Labs. And for those of you expecting to see Ultimate General Civil War, unfortunately, I have terminated that series. You can check out the video on my channel that tells you why. But Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail is wonderful. We just started the American campaign, so we're going to go ahead and continue here. So I'd like to welcome all subscribers back. This American campaign got a lot of views, which is obviously greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. So here we go. A timely delivery, Thursday, 15 June. 1775. This must be when this was written because the battle took place 4 days before on the 11th. So we were able to deliver the required weapons to resupply our army in Boston. General Washington was pleased with the operation. With our weapons and pay, we will form the 1st Continental Navy Marine Regiment by recruiting, arming, and training volunteers very quickly. The battle is defensive in nature and can be good experience for them. Okay, press any key to continue. Okay. All right, we had just repaired our ship, the 7th Rate Vengeance, and we need to go and research stuff. But we got 1 career point, so we start over. Officer training. What is this? Officer recruitment. Shipbuilding. We need to train carpenters, repair ships at sea. Repair cost. And what is this one? Upgrade cost. Okay. Well, these are techs and crew. So let's go ahead and officer training for this one. Okay. Now here, research. We have stuff that we can research. What do we have here? Supply. Infantry line tactics. French weapon supply. Okay, just see, however, they have not yet ready to commit vast amount of resources. Russian weapons are famous for being an army nation. Their military prowess is unrivaled. Isaac Hopkins has set up a large smuggling operation. Whoops. Operation to acquire weapons from this region. 1750 muskets. He is the Navy man. He has granted you as first. Okay, French weapons. We have here. Well, that is what we're going to research first. Right here, British weapons supply. Okay, research. Now, what do we? Copper plate sheathing. What is this one? Hardened hull, more armor, and HP less capacity. Okay, these are all ones. Sheathing. These the lighter gun carriages. Let's see here. Gun carriages, lightweight gun carriage reduces cannon weight. Yes. Research. Okay, we'll research few down to a couple more. Let's see, what do we have here? We said British were too small compared to their French ships. John Jervis, first Lord of the Admiral at the time, concentrated on reforming the dockyards. He mistrusted both the private builders and timber merchants and favored slightly smaller ships. And more capacity, rudder tackles, faster turn speed. Probably wouldn't use that. Heavyweight kit for structure repair. Okay. Well, that's pretty cheap. So let's research that one. Research this one. And one more. Okay. Cutting sails, faster speeds. Search. Okay. That'll be good. We're down to 14. And that, okay, let's go back to here. Officers is who I got. Naval weapons. Nothing. Nothing in armory and nothing there. Okay, what do I have here? We got 8. Land service mortars. Long Island, 17. Infinite number of these, apparently. Muzzle-loading smooth flintlock of ancient design, suitable for hunters, primitive tribes, and for desperate measures. Okay. Okay, early 69 caliber standard French infantry muskets, sea service muskets. Okay. Armory. Okay. Now, I don't know how many we need, so let's go here first. We got hull first off. Okay, minus capacity. Just fine. Armor and structure. Plus 10, yes. Need sales, don't have that. Weaponry, is those two? Oh yeah, I guess it would be. Well, we're gonna go with this one. Hardened hull. Upgrade. So, what the 69? Okay, not enough weapons to crew to optimal. So, go here. What does the Admiralty offer us? Nothing. And these are our money. Okay. Well, we got a bunch of these. Well, we need to outfit our ship, so, well, maybe 8. I don't want to sell them. What to buy? That's what we got in the armories. So I guess we're going to outfit with these. All we can do. So let's change this over to what we got plenty of, is these. So now we should be able to, got to get the optimal crew. We need a couple extra guys. Okay, upgrade. Okay, that's all we can do for this upgrade, so we're going to save that. Because I don't have, all I got is those. So, menu, let's go ahead and save. Back in, okay. Harbor. Let's see. Post upgrades. All right, let's hit save. Okay. Back. What do we have next here? Okay. The escape. Saturday. Well, get out the old pen here and write this down. This is Saturday, 17 June, 1775. And it's called The Escape, which is our only thing available. On June 16th, the British are planning to occupy the hills surrounding Boston. Colonel William Prescott led colonial militiamen on the Charleston Peninsula and built fortifications on top of Breed's Hill. On June 17th, British forces landed on the Charleston Peninsula. We must save our ships and pass through the British fleet to escape. Okay, we are strictly escaping here. What do we have here? All right. All we got to do is get over here. Oh, well, not all that we got to do, but we got one ship headed that direction, okay? Doesn't seem to be too difficult. So let's go ahead and play. Yeah, since we got one ship, hey, we just don't have much to manage besides that one ship here. Okay, United States or colonial America versus the British Commonwealth. Okay, we read this already. Must save our ships and pass through the British fleet to escape. Okay, that's the only ship we got. So 116 men. Start. Hopefully. Okay, the Battle of Bunker Hill will start soon. The British Navy is positioned to support the Redcoats as they assault the fortifications on the hill. This is our chance to escape and save our fledgling fleet. All right, we must save our ships by sailing them swiftly through the enemy pickets with the objective of escaping the battle area as quickly and safely as possible. Okay? Sail your ship towards evacuation and try to avoid contact with British ships. Oh, we got this guy too. Shit. Oh, that sucks. They're already moving out. Hardly the way I want to go. Falcon. Okay, well, this guy, I was not expecting. Must reach safe zone. Oh, crap. All right, wonderful. Okay. He's doing 6.8 knots. We are doing 14. Shit. Yeah, I'm going to take a pounding here. Yeah, we missed completely. Oh, great. I took a hit on the rudder. This guy is slow as dog crap. I mean, if I take all these guys on, this is going to be nasty. Oh, the lively. I seem to remember that one. And see, I got no maneuvering room inside this harbor. He boards him. I got more men than he's got. What he looks like he's going for. Oh. He's shooting with the small arms at least. That's the only thing he can do. Let's see whatever he chooses to fire at. Nope. I've lost 2 guns on that side. Damn. Oh, crap. They're definitely cutting me off. Lost 2 guns on that side. And they're inside. Oh, crap. If I make it, well, how far is that safe zone? Oh, Jesus. Like they got me. They got me right where they want me, surrounded. They're hammering me from both sides. Hmm. Well, why isn't it moving now? It's retreated. That's the only thing I can do. This thing is just too slow, in my opinion, but we'll find out here. I think that's 4.8. Nine, 4.7. No, why are you doing that? You got nothing to fire with. I don't understand why it changed course. Yeah. You keep cutting your speed like that. They're far enough away now where you might be able to make it. 5, 6. Let's see. All we can do is hope. That's about as much as we're going to get out of it. But they're over there goofing off, so that's good. That's not good that they've turned towards us. $37 of 66. Don't know if I'm going to make it. Good news is that they're small guns. So far, they're missing badly. 33 guys still. Well, we may make it yet. Well, we definitely, the Earlston would have been nice if they had told us that the Earlston was going to be needed. Would have been nice. But it didn't, so we shall wait and see here. Definitely need the, what's the word I want? Got past them. This was on hard sailing or something even more. I would hate to think. Ah, look at him. He's gone. See ya. Oh, this thing, I don't know what the heck kind of ship this is, but this thing is slower than Jesus. That's a troop carrier, so that might be. She doesn't get sunk between now and the time she escapes. There we go. Okay. Okay. Well, battle outcome. I don't know if that's good or bad. We had 2 ships, 18 guns. They had 9 ships, 176 guns. Fleet casualties, crew 83. 29 crew, army strength 50. Infantry casualties, okay, goals. Saved Earlston, which we did. Units, what did they have here? Fusiliers, no deaths. Okay, 96, 3, 10. Okay. Officers promoted, officer cadet promoted to captain, huh? Interesting. Okay, we rescued all of those. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see what that takes us to. We still got plenty of time for this episode, so. Andrew Doria. What that is? What is that? The 7th rate needs repair. Thank you. Now we got 2 career points. So let's see, where are we going to spend those? Okay. Most definitely. Yeah. There we go. Why? Now let's go back to here. Needs repair. Okay, choose unit to create. Okay, what do I have here? Militia. Let's wait a second. See, they went up there a minute ago. All right, let's go to this one. And let's go to this. And okay. Upgrade. And okay, the weights. Good. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Okay. I need more speed. Hardened hull. Ship speed. Let's look at what does this one do? Ship speed and acceleration. Don't know if that was going to help us or not. Well, we need it anyway, so research. Okay. That was important to research. Now we can research. Okay, improve copper sheathing. Reduces cannon weight, huh? Doesn't matter. The ship speed. I just need hardened hull too. Let's see. It's just doubling and bracing. Added to the sides, bottom of the braces. We place that across. Okay. Research. Let's go back to our ships. Upgrade. Perfect. This guy, we need speed. Acceleration, max plus 1 knots. 10% ship speed. There we go. Upgrade. All right. Well, we got it's just 60 soldiers. All right, let's first off go here. Land weapons. I want to sell. We got 91 of those, 7 of these, 182 of these. Okay, 91. We'll take the 91. So let's go here. Eight. Assign an officer. All right, next guy. Infantry units. Let's see. Creation cost right now. It's fine. All right, well, we'll create that. Find the officer. Boarding skills. Is this stamina, power? I'm not going to do that. All right, let's do this one. Upgrade. There we go. Okay. Let's go here. Let's save. Harbor. Post. Upgrade. Save. Okay. Back. What do we have here? It says escape. Oh, that's it. Career points, reputation, and money. All right, close. End chapter. Hardened steel. Uh-oh. Wednesday, 1 November. Well, I don't know if that's what it's called. 1775. We stood together in our darkest hour, unwilling to retreat until our last charge of powder had been expended. British troops have great stockpiles of ammunition, but force of arms will not suffice to win this war when men are determined to have liberty or have death. Congress has approved a series of offensive operations on land and sea to demonstrate our resolve to the British and their king. We have much to do. Okay, press any key to continue. All right. Europe Herald, Continental Journal, and Weekly Advisor. Here in Paris, we hear excellent reports from our correspondent in Boston that strongly suggest British colonists are unlikely to make peace with perfidious Alborn. Oh, anytime soon. I'd have to look what those actually mean. After the Boston Massacre and the battles against local militia at Lexington and Concord, and especially after the battle between the British and American forces on Bunker Hill outside Boston, the citizens of Boston appear to prefer death to servitude. In particular, men like Captain John Barry exemplify this contempt of British authority by openly challenging their vaunted supremacy of the waves. We, the people of France, owe it to these brave men to stand behind them and provide what support we can. It is imperative we call upon Our Majesty Louis the 16th to aid these men like Captain John Barry of the U.S. Navy, who openly challenged British alleged supremacy of the waves. Rise, people of France, support America, support their liberty, support their equality, support their brotherhood. Isn't that nice? Okay. Letter of Marque and Meal for Patriots. Let's see what this one is. Let's see. Letter of Marque, Sunday, 26 November, 1775. All right. Let's see. This is 26 November, 1775. Sunday. And it's called The Letter of Marque. Since the very first day of the Revolutionary War, you have found yourself without guns and especially without gunpowder. Southern states produce hundreds of tons of the best cotton and tobacco in the world, but gunpowder production is almost non-existent. Let's see, where are we? Okay, there's Monmouth, New York, Brooklyn, okay. Therefore, we must steal or buy what we need. And it is much cheaper to steal than to buy, especially when you are paying the bills with royalist blood. According to the report, there is a small vessel carrying a large amount of gunpowder. She might not even be armed. She should be an easy prize to take. Okay, what's this say? Follow the orders. Fight the power. Okay. Nah, don't need that. We're just going to follow orders like we did last time. Map. All right. Okay, these British ships. And we'll have 2. She is escorted. Depends on what she's going to be escorted by. So let's go ahead. We got a couple of minutes left. So let's just go ahead and play. And we go here, up here, and here. Okay. I've already read this and starts. Yesterday afternoon, we arrived at our designated area, dropped sails and drifting, awaiting for our promised prize, the merchant vessel named Zephyr. Then Lookout spotted 2 heavy locomotives with a single escort, steering with low sails close to shore in an attempt to hide. Things became serious. Okay, this is definitely a ship we're expecting, but it is heavily guarded rather than unprotected. Our lookouts observed a large number of troops on board our target while the escort vessels were on action stations. Okay, well. Okay, we have laid in the course to intercept these ships, and I have begun thinking of a way to capture the ship filled with gunpowder and troops without blowing us all up. Well, eliminate enemy fleets. No sense. Eliminate enemy fleets. Okay, continue. Well. All right. This should be the British ship. And I think now is the time to attack. Windward. And this one is here. You also go here. We can eliminate this one. All right, I'm going to make him one instead of column. I want him to cross over the front of him. I think I said Andrea Doria. Different ship. Andrew Doria. going to take a little bit of some shots at us initially. They're quite more maneuverable than the tubs I was used to at the previous one. It should not be reloaded yet. I do see a bar in there where you get too close. And let's match speed. And then I'm just going to grape shot those guys. That's what I was thinking of. Grape shot them. Yeah, we're doing. Why? I always pull back so far from them. Caught them in between. All right. Let's pause right there. That will give us something to come back to next time. Finish this battle and then see if we can catch these guys and grape shot them and just get rid of their crews without blowing the ship up. So, menu, save. Let's see. Oh, I'm just going to do number 1 here and save. Let's go to exits. So there we go. We leave a little suspense. We'll have to wait and see what happens next episode as to whether those two American seventh grades can finish off that British and then capture those two merchant ships. Be nice prizes to take back to port, but we will have to wait on that and wait and see. So thanks for joining me today. Your comments and your likes as well as your subscribing is always very welcome. And again, thanks for joining me. As always, I'm Captain Jake, wishing you fair winds and following seas. Until next time.